Hello and welcome. Have you ever pulled the hair back that's around your temple and been just a little bit startled by how sparse the hair looks in that area? Well, I know I definitely have. In fact, let's take a look right now. And most of us have also experienced the look of sparse brow hair. And since I have not added any kind of eyebrow product to one of my brows today, it's certainly apparent how sparse my brow hair is. And it's especially noticeable since I've applied all of my other makeup, which gives my face more color and definition. So my brows look especially pale in comparison. Since so many of us over 50 deal with thinning hair and eyebrow issues, I wanted to share with you today two products that I am very impressed with that are really quick and easy fixes for these hair and eyebrow issues. One product is specifically for brows and the other is specifically for hair. But before I demonstrate these two products, I want to welcome back those of you who are already part of this family and also welcome those of you who are here for the very first time. My name is Elise and I'm a professional working makeup artist who loves helping those of us who are over 50 look like the very best version of ourselves. So if you're interested in makeup tips, techniques, and products that work especially well for us at this point in our lives, please subscribe before you leave today and join our wonderful family here. And since we experience so much negative news and images throughout the day, I often like to share something in my videos that I hope will bring a smile to your face before we launch into our topic. So here's a sign that I came across recently that I thought was very creative and fun and hope you'll also enjoy it. Now let's focus on our eyebrows. I'm going to be using a product from a company called IMethod. It's an eyebrow kit that contains 2 sets of 5 different eyebrow stencils, an eyebrow pomade, a sponge tip applicator, a dual-ended brush with a spoolie on one end and an angle brush on the other end, a full set of directions, and a wonderful handy little pouch that I can store everything in securely. And there are 8 different eyebrow pomade colors from which you can choose, so it is very likely that you'll find a color that's the perfect match for your shade of eyebrows. And this product is also waterproof and long-lasting. I'm going to be going ahead and using shade number 9, which is an ash brown color. The promise from the IMethod brand is that we can get flawless, symmetrical brows in just a moment. So let me demonstrate how this product works. I've already selected the stencil that best fits the shape of my eyebrows, which is stencil number 2. And that is the very first step to take. Then I'll take the sponge applicator tip, dip it into the pomade, and then tap the sponge into the cap of the pomade jar to remove any excess product. A little of this product goes a very long way, so it's always best to apply a small amount first and then reapply it if necessary. Now I'm going to go ahead and hold the stencil in place with one hand while I stamp the product onto the brow with my other hand. First, I'm going to brush up my brow so I make sure I have all the hairs going in the right direction. And then I'm going to place the stencil, kind of hold it like this so I'm not blocking your view. Although normally I'd hold it from the top. Then I'm dipping in the sponge applicator and tapping it in the top of the jar so I get off any excess product. And then I'm simply going to stamp over. And I do want to add a little bit more. Always better to go back and add more rather than get too much to begin with. So I'm going to brush the brow hair up, and I got a really perfect shape. I'm going to go ahead and use the brush that's on the other end of the spoolie to create a little bit more definition along the edge of my brow, and then I'll use the spoolie to blend it all in. So I'm just going to go along the edge, both at the top and the bottom. This brow is always a little bit more challenging for me because I have a scar right along the top here. So brow powder really doesn't adhere well, which is why this pomade cream works so much better. Okay, let's take a look at the final look of this brow. I think you can see that the pomade really makes the brow color a lot more even on this brow than it is on this brow where I used powder. It's a good idea to wipe off the stencils after using them so the product doesn't build up on them. And it's also a good idea to also wash the brush for the very same reason. Detailed directions for washing the sponge tip applicator are included. You do want to be gentle with it. I have to say that this product does give a really nice flawless look to the brows, so I am very happy with the results. And I also appreciate the fact that there are 8 different color choices for the pomade, since I sometimes find it tricky to match the color of my brows. And this ash brown shade that I'm using today is really a perfect match for me. So I would definitely give this IMethod brow kit a solid thumbs up. And by the way, I will include a link to this product as well as the next hair product that I'll be demonstrating, along with the links to all the products I'm actually wearing in the description box below, which you can access by clicking on the word more, which is underneath the video on the left. To try to fill in color on my scalp where I have thinning hair near the temples, and to fill in along my part where gray hair is really starting to show, I'm going to use a product called Truhair Waterproof Color and Conceal. And this is what the product looks like. You simply screw off the top, and then you have this applicator, which is a nice, comfortable sponge tip applicator. And I don't know if you can see this, but if you look inside, you can actually see the product. So when you screw the sponge tip applicator back on, it automatically dips into the product so you get the perfect amount when you apply it. This is a waterproof cream to powder concealer which comes in 10 different shades. It's for temporarily touching up root grow out, contouring the hairline, or filling in thin spots. And some people also use it on their eyebrows. The sponge tip applicator holds the formula for a mess-free targeted application. And the cream formula is designed to make it easier to blend into the hair. This product does not feel wet, sticky, or the least bit uncomfortable, and it's meant to stay in our hair until we shampoo it out. But it also won't stain pillowcases. I'll be using the color dark brown, and I'm going to apply it in my part line, where my gray hair always seems to show up first, and also along my temple area where my scalp is becoming more and more visible, unfortunately. So let me go ahead and demonstrate how this Truhair product works. So first, I'm going to use it along my part, and I am just going to stamp it in. I think you can see how beautifully this covers up the part and also the gray hair right along there. And now let me go toward the scalp area. And this is where I really have a lot of thinning hair, and my scalp shows through quite easily. So I think you can see what an incredible job this does in really making my hair look thicker because of adding color to my scalp. And I can keep going, obviously. But it's so easy to use and so quick to use. And it really makes an amazing difference. And I can go in and fill it in up here a little bit further if I want. And I love the fact that it stays in until you shampoo it out. A little bit more gray over there that I missed. Now let's take a final look. I think this product does a really amazing job of covering up gray and covering up areas of our scalp which start to show due to thinning hair. It's always wonderful when you can try out products that perform exceptionally well, and these two products certainly do. The IMethod Brow Kit has everything needed to really create a lovely looking flawless brow. And I love having the small zippered bag so I can keep everything securely in place and together when I need to create a perfected brow. I will definitely use this product on a regular basis when I really want my brows to look their very best. And you do get a lot of product in this pomade jar, so it will last a very long time since it's only necessary to use a very small amount. Before we conclude today, I also want to share with you what I'm wearing because it's brand new and I absolutely love it. It's a reversible ruana with a fringe hem. Now, this is the peacock color I'm wearing, and the side I'm wearing is the more subdued color. The other reversible side has more vibrant shades of blues and maroon. So let me show you the more vibrant colors on the reverse side. I love the sparkle of this topper, how easy it is to wear in style, and how many different ways that it can be worn. It can be worn open as I'm wearing it, or I can tie the two front panels together, or I can belt it. It also comes in several other colors. However, I wouldn't recommend the black and white reversible version since I did try it, and the white side, because of the reversible fabric, isn't a really crisp, bright white. But the other colors are really wonderful. I hope you found today's video helpful, and if so, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with a friend as well. And if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, now is a perfect time to do just that. And speaking of subscribing, if you'd like to receive my weekly newsletter, which includes makeup tips and recommendations specifically for those of us over 50, as well as some other fun and interesting short articles, all you need to do is drop me a line at boomerandbeyondbeauty@gmail.com to let me know you'd like to receive it, and I'll make sure it gets out to you next Thursday. Until next week, I wish you good health and happiness, and I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. Take care.